All right, beautiful people, lovers of freedom all over the world, wherever you are joining us from today, this is Let's Talk TV. Yes, and Let's Talk TV. Yes, not for here, they talk all the talk. Yes, where they happen for Biafran land. Please subscribe to this channel if you never subscribe, and make sure you share this broadcast from Simon Èkpá, the Prime Minister. Yes, and don't come out the knack ogbonge information for Biafrans.
France from different parts of the world today. On this day, the 3rd day of January 2024 of the year of the Lord. I welcome every one of you to this space. I will be spending approximately 1 hour on this space to address some certain issues, especially on the recruitment to the board for drafting the Biafra Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra. That is going to happen later this year in Helsinki, Finland. A lot of people may be confused about the announcement, public announcement by the Biafra government. I remain Simon Èkpá, the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and doubled with the Biafra Prime Minister of the de facto government in the homeland. We are getting closer to our freedom, and for that reason, there is need to carry everybody along. As a government, we believe that the Biafra government will be the first government in Africa that will practice a true democracy. Government of the people, by the people, and for the people. For that reason, as we are stepping forward into a historic moment in our pursuit for freedom, it has become imperative that we start to preach, and don't just preach, but to practice what we preach. That necessitated the call for application for those Biafrans who feel that they want to be part of this historic moment that is to come. So, our doors are open for those who would want to be part of the board for drafting the word or the wordings of the Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra later this year. So, for those of you who are interested and you are a Biafran citizen anywhere in the world, whether in homeland or in diaspora, and you feel that you qualify, you can write and read and reasonable, and you want to be part of the committee or the board for drafting the Declaration of Independent State of Biafra, or the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra, you can apply through the email recruitment department of the Biafra government in exile, email posted on our X, and you will be contacted. Put your CV, where you come from, Biafra land, you are a Biafran, and the idea is nothing else than to be part of the board that will draft this. You are going to meet several times as committee or as a board and deliberate on the wordings of the Declaration of the Restoration of Independent State of Biafra. You are going to, your group or the board members will have a chairman, which will be announced after 28th of January. We will announce the chairman of this board. The idea is that we want the entire Biafra state to be part of this drafting. Do not say tomorrow that Simon Èkpá did it by himself or on his own. The opportunity is here. And do not say that you did not know that this particular opportunity has been given. So we are looking forward to see every person coming from the 40 states of the United States of Biafra to be part of this board. The meeting will be virtually on Zoom, where I will give a task to this board on what to do and how to do it. And you people will go ahead and draft the wording of the declaration that will happen this year. Let me make it very clear this evening. As you can see, from the wording of the United States Declaration of Independence in 1776, I want to borrow some of the words from the United States Declaration of Independence. The anonymous declaration of the 13 United States of America. Remember, when the United States was declared independent, it was just 13 states. A moment. It was just 13 states. Today, America has 50 states, 50 United States. So I'm going to just read, not all of the wording of the declaration, but just a few of them. When in the course of a human event, it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another, and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which the laws of nature and of nature God entitled them, a decent respect to the opinion of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation. We hold this truth to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That to secure this right, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, just like we have derived the power of the Biafra government in exile from the people we governed back home. That is the reason we have civil disobedience for the past 2 years. And Nigeria government, which we have delegitimized, have fought everything to stop. It is not working. We have been able to prove that we derive the power from the people we govern. It is one of the biggest criteria to declare your independence. We've met it. That's why I continue to tell you people, you see this sit at home, we must continue no matter the price. And I told you to go and write it down. Time is coming when you will write the history of Biafra. You are going to write that for 2 years or 3 years, we're observing civil disobedience, followed by a little uprising that will follow immediately after the declaration of the restoration of independence of Biafra this year, by the special grace of God. That whenever any form of government become destructive, America was laying background for declaring their own independence. That whenever any form of government become destructive of this end, become destructive of your liberty, become destructive of your life, when a government become destructive in the pursuit of your happiness, that government should be dissolved and abolished. That is what gave the America the right to declare independence against the British colonies. Today, are you going to look at Nigeria and say Nigeria have not destroyed your life? As a Biafran, as an indigenous person, are you going to look at Nigeria today and say Nigeria have not destroyed your liberty? Are you going to look at Nigeria today and say that Nigeria has not destroyed the pursuit of your happiness? Everything that required Nigeria to be abolished, Nigeria have done it. They have destroyed your life, your liberty, and the pursuit for your happiness. Everything has been destroyed. That was the ground America laid in 1776 Declaration of the American Independence. They went further to say that to secure this right, which Nigeria has destroyed, government are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed. We have demonstrated that, like I explained just a few seconds ago, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of this end, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it. When government becomes destructive of your life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it becomes the right of the people to destroy that particular and abolish that particular government. That is what Biafra will do this year. And you are going to be part of those that will draft the wording of the Biafra Declaration of the Restoration of Independence that will happen here in Finland, 2024. By the special grace of God, because there are a lot of things that needed to be done to set the stage for Helsinki Second Convention. And to institute a new government, laying its foundation on such principle and organizing its powers in such form as to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness. Prudence, indeed, will dictate that government long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience had shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer, while evil are sufferable, than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed. But when a long train of abuses and usurpation pursuing invariably the same object evinces a design to reduce them under absolute position, it is their right, it is their duty to throw such government and to provide new guard for the future security. Biafra has done exactly the same thing by throwing away the evil and destructive government of Nigeria within Biafra land, and we have designed a new government to offer a better solution, to provide new guard for the people of Biafra. That is why you are not getting killed today in the eastern Nigeria, because of the Biafra government and Biafra Liberation Army. Such has been patent sufferance of these colonies, and such is now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former system of government. All these things will be the background for us, the Biafra people, to alter and abolish Nigeria government this year. The history of the present King of Britain is a history of repeated injuries. The present government of Nigeria, supervised by the British, the same Britain that America declared the independence against in 1776, the same have we have recorded and witnessed the history of a repeated injuries against Biafra and usurpations, all having indirect object the establishment of an absolute tyranny over the state. To prove this, America listed facts of their grievances for the declaration of the United States of America independent. So I'm going to stop here. And of course, in going through some of the declaration, the job of the board or the committee for drafting our wording, our declaration wording, will be to research on all the declaration that I'm going to provide to them as the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and they will come up with a more befitting wording, declaration wording for Biafra. We are not going to, we have different and peculiar problems under Nigeria. Those problems will be listed from A to Z in our declaration. And those who will be opportune to be in Finland will have the opportunity to have their name and signature appended on the declaration document.